I recently spoke at an event in Marbella, and at the event I met Rob Lipsett. He was also one of the speakers. And after the event was done, I sat with Rob and I spoke to him about his business. He's one of the biggest fitness influencers in the world, and I was guiding him through on how to build a low ticket platform for his business. Now, if you're someone like Rob who has a massive top of funnel, who has so much traffic coming into it, how can you actually monetize it? Where can you actually send all these people? Because the mechanism of actually building a high ticket course is not for everyone, because it involves work, it involves management. And now a lot of people want to do something passive where you're just running on the side. Because what I've noticed is there's a lot of creators out there who actually don't want to be like me, who don't want to run a really big business. Like, I'm someone who runs a business but makes content. But there's guys out there who make content but don't want to run a big business. But because they have the audience, they can monetize that audience. And what they need to do is develop a product. So what I do is I sit with Rob and I show him everything that he needs to do to grow his business. If you don't know who I am, my name's Osman Kioni. I'm on a journey to make 10 million a year, and I show you everything that I'm doing along the way. So stick around for this video and you can see how I'm coaching Rob through building his new school platform. So there's tactics that you set up within your school, which is as soon as people join, they introduce themselves. What I do with mine, for most of our clients, how we do it is, for each person that gets the most points, you get a point when you comment and like. The person who gets the most points, I'll reward them. Maybe I'll give them a call that month, or maybe I'll do something with them that month. And then that way you're incentivizing people to actually comment and stay active in the community. Yeah. The more active your community, the lower your churn rate. Because think about a gym. It's easy to leave a gym, it's hard to leave a community. Yeah. So this is why you're trying to get people in the community as quickly as possible.
And so, like, do you have, when you click classroom, like, is this a list of videos and everything? Like,
yeah, so now the classroom.
If you're building a school, what's the first thing you need to do?
So the first thing that you do is, the first thing that you do is you set up a course. Have you got a course?
No, I don't.
Okay, so should we go over the course first or the school platform layout? What's the biggest gap in your knowledge right now?
What I need to do first.
So the first thing, because a platform is just hosting it, so the first thing is actually showing you how to build a course. So in a course, how you normally think about it, let me show you like a consult call I have. So in a course, I did a consult call with someone about school yesterday, so I can give you that example. So the number one thing with your course is there's a problem that your user has, which you know your audience really well, and there's an ideal outcome. And the journey between that, you have activation points. So I'm going to use this one as an example for one of my clients. The problem he's a content creator, 40K on Instagram, and he wants to make a course for PhD students to be able to do their PhD as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So the problem, PhD ends up taking too long, they're confused, they get mental stress. The solution, him showing you how to do a PhD and get the solution. So what you do is the activation points are the first thing is onboarding, getting them onto the platform. The next thing he'll show you how to prepare for a PhD, activation point number 1. Activation point number 2, how to conduct research. Activation point number 3 is writing research. So if I said to you, the easiest win for you is either to do a YouTube one or to do a fitness one.
Yeah.
Which one are you leaning towards?
Well, I've already kind of got the fitness one covered with all the people on game plan, so it would probably be a YouTube content creation business one.
Okay, so let's say we did it on YouTube. Have you, in your analytics, how many people do you have that are YouTube? Do you think are you fans of YouTube? Do you want to run a poll soon?
Yeah, I'd probably run a poll, so I wouldn't know it off the top of my head.
So let's say we did it like this. So the first stage. So the thing is, they want to get on YouTube, or they want a personal brand, or would you say it was YouTube?
Probably personal brand. Like, they want to be on every platform.
Okay. So they want to get a personal brand, and their solution, the outcome that you're providing through your course is you will know everything how to get a personal brand. Yeah. And you're saving them all the time and all the pain of everything. Because just like thumbnails alone, you can make all modules on that. Yeah. You can make 30 videos just on thumbnails.
Yeah.
So the first thing that you do is, it's called activation points in a course. And an activation point is, what is the first thing that I do? So the first thing is, I've got them in, and module number 1, what would that be for, let's say, building a personal brand? Why do you want a personal brand? What would you say it is?
It would give you the lifestyle that you want to live. So guys, they see the lifestyle I live and they say, how do I achieve this? So what would be the roadmap? I would even put in there like lifestyle instead of.
So the outcome, the outcome.
Be a similar lifestyle to me.
What would that lifestyle be called? It's not digital nomad.
You have a lot of freedom. You get to make a living doing what you love to do. Usually through like fitness, social media, content creation. You get to travel a lot. And then just kind of off the top of my head.
So good. Like recently, what's your friend's name?
Mike Thurston.
Yeah, he released his course, but it didn't go down too well.
Yeah.
And do you know?
No, how do you know? How do you know the back
Because if you look at the comments, on the comments, the way it was perceived online, if you saw the comments, the way the ads were run, I feel as though you could see a lot of negative comments.
Yeah.
Because your personal brand, you have to be very careful on how you sell something. You know this as well.
Yeah.
You're probably always feeling a bit hesitant about promoting something.
For sure, yeah.
Because you want to give, not take.
Yeah.
Now, how the best way that I found for YouTubers who are above 100k to release something is they document the journey of them making the course. Because if you just one day turn around and say, hey, here's the course, go and buy it.
Yeah, it's a bit
resistance
in their face.
Yeah. And if it's like, hey, people always ask me about personal brand and I really want to work on it. I'm thinking about doing a course. Let me go and work out how I would do a personal branding course. And then you document the journey of you making it.
But I've never even heard of that. Like that's a brilliant approach.
It's the easiest.
Like a soft launch and people know it's coming, it builds up high.
So much easier. And then you could, specifically because you've got top of funnel that's so big, you would cap it at like 100 people, 200 people, 300 people.
Yeah.
And then you would do capped releases, the same as like Eddie Abu.
Eddie
Abu does capped releases.
Yeah.
So, and the reason why they do capped releases is, the FOMO, urgency, and it's so easy to create that. And because you've got 2 closes, it's easy for you to get that done.
Yeah.
And because you've got that 2 closes set up, I would actually front load your, rather than having it 100 quid, I'll have it as £500 for the first month and then £100 for every month after.
Yeah.
The reason why, or euros or dollars, the reason why is the chance of cancellation goes down a lot because I don't want to cancel.
It's like less.
Yeah. So there's so many ways to kind of do it, but it's all based on, if it's business based, you can charge more. If it's fitness based, the market will pay less. So this is
exactly. That's one thing as well. It's an easy sell when it's business based because it's like you'll make it back.
Yeah, like I was just, you know Ali Abdal?
Yeah, of course.
So I've just been doing. We went to Paris as well. So we.
I've followed him for years.
And with he's now releasing a high ticket. So he's had his low ticket, £1,000, how to become a YouTuber Academy, and with his high ticket, he's coming up with a one-on-one support for that exact course and a new lab, and it was all about how do you get people to want that high ticket, what's the system that you build. And because you're starting off on low ticket, if that's what you want to do, you just have to have the activation points. When I say this term, it basically means the course journey. So what's the first thing they do on that course? What's the second thing they do? What's the third thing they do? The first thing is so that's the problem, and that's the goal, that's the outcome. So the first thing is roadmap, welcome video from Rob, intro, that type of video. Then the next thing is where to start, what's next. So best platforms, let's say it was that. And then you might start on YouTube here, and then YouTube, and then might talk about, you wouldn't talk about analytics very early. You might leave that to later on.
Yeah.
But then you break down the modules of what someone needs to know in activation points, and it's built with those activation points, with leading to that outcome. And let's say you've planned it, and then you film it all. Then you'll get your assistant or VA to watch those videos and make PDFs from that. So then there's resources to reattach.
Nice.
So it's super easy.
Yeah, it's the sitting down and just getting to it all on top of me recording for YouTube and everything that I'm like, you just get to find something.
It will take you 2 hours of planning, of planning the course.
Yeah.
Then you'll record it. What commonly happens is as you record it, you'll be like, shit, this shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
This should be moved around here.
Yeah.
So be flexible in your approach, and then you'll be able to plan it. And then when you know that you are at least 12 weeks away from release, then you'll start thinking about your content strategy to release it. Because you want to do a good 12-week run-up. A lead magnet for this would go up probably on week 1 out of those 12 weeks. So if you were going to release in August, 12 weeks before, you would release a lead magnet. And the lead magnet would be how to do a specific task on YouTube.
and then you will see the downloads. You get your closers to call and say, hey, we got this course coming out, early bird offer. Promote in public, sell in private, so not many people know you're even selling it.
Yeah, yes I do.
And then that way you can get those leads in, they can be sold to, and you've got an early bird offer there. There's so many ways to do this.
I need to hit you up, and you need to send me a plan for this, and we do it properly, you know.
Really easy, man. If once you plan it, you've got my number on there.
Yeah, for sure. But no,
just drop me a text.
Yeah.
It's Usman.
Okay, perfect.
And then once you've kind of like planned it all out, then you just release. Then it's all the funnels and all that stuff. But the first thing is actually plan. If you do speak to most marketing agencies, like because you have a good following, you can easily speak to like Genflow or someone big. But what they would commonly do is say to you, "Oh, Rob, we want 30%, we want 50%."
Yeah.
And then they'll build your funnel, but you'll still do the course.
Yeah.
You're actually just paying them
to
to do your funnel for you. So I'm sure you know someone who can make a funnel. I know 10 people that can make funnels. Getting the course done, and then when you're 50% of the way through the course, then you'll be like, right, Usman, I want to release it on this date. Get the promo out and start documenting, and then it'll be really easy. But document every part of it.
Unreal. Here, look, really appreciate that, and I'm gonna hit you up, and we get it done. Sweet, smash, easy,
man.
nice.
Thank you.
Now, I have to say, it was an honour sitting with Rob. He's a really good guy. I could tell that he was really passionate about fitness, but he was also really knowledgeable about building his personal brand. And that's what he was there speaking at the event. So even I took away some learnings from him. But the things I was able to share to him, hopefully he can implement them and build out his platform, because I know he can build a mega business. If you like the things I'm sharing, I'm trying to change the way salespeople are seen. They're not all sleazebags. They're good people who want to make a good living. And they're the people that we want to train and implement into businesses. You might be a business owner with a sales team. Your sales team might not be performing. And this is where we come in and we actually help you grow your business, grow that sales team, help them convert more. So you're not spending all this money on ads. If this video has been of value to you, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.